In my last Lakers video, we talked about how rumors were starting to surface surrounding Anthony Davis. Well, I guess AD heard those rumors because against the Nets, AD would look like the AD that this team needs to get to that next level. Honestly, at this point, that next level might just be becoming 500 or making the play-in tournament. Against Brooklyn, AD would score 37 points while going 15 of 25 from the field and grabbing 18 boards. The good news is that AD attacked this game. He was strong with the ball and made simple yet effective reads. The bad news? Well, the bad news is that though he was able to effectively punish the team, allowing the least amount of points in the paint a game at 44, he and especially the LA Lakers still have a lot of work to do if they want to save their season. The Lakers' slow start to the season has only added to the fire that has fueled speculation surrounding the roster. Yeah, we have to get into that, but first, let's talk about PrizePicks, the sponsor of today's video. PrizePicks is not only the best, but it's also the easiest way to play daily fantasy in states like California, Texas, Florida, and more. Just check out this map. With PrizePicks, it's literally just you against the projections. This week, PrizePicks dropped a new type of entry type, the 6-pick flex. The 6-pick flex allows you to truly put your knowledge of the game to the test. If you go 6 for 6, you have the potential to turn a $25 entry into $625, or even $100 into $2,500. Imagine watching your favorite player or team and you 25 times your money. To play, just open your web browser or app and select 6 player projections and then choose more or less for that projection. You can even mix projections across sports if you like. If you go 6 for 6, that's 25 times the money. Also, you don't have to go 6 for 6 to win. Guys, PrizePicks is so clutch that they're also providing a 100% deposit match if you click the link in the description or you use code COOP when you sign up. If you deposit $5, you get $5. If you deposit $100, you get $100. This is definitely an offer that you guys will want to take advantage of before it's gone. Again, a major shout out to PrizePicks for sponsoring this video. Guys, in the comments below, on a scale of 1 to 10, rank Rob Polinka's time in Los Angeles. 1 being the very worst and 10 being the absolute best. For myself, well, I was trying to think of a number, but I'm not going to say it on the off chance that Polinka watches this video. While I'm not necessarily high on the way that Polinka has been running things this season, apparently one anonymous Western Conference executive is. On the crossover NBA show with Chris Mannix and Howard Beck would relay a conversation that he had with an unnamed Western Conference executive. To sum up the conversation, the executive would basically say that Polinka is smart because he's exercising patience right now. Now that part alone is not that hard to agree with. With that being said, his explanation was a bit questionable. The reason that he likes the patience that Polinka is showing is because he thinks that there's a possibility that the Lakers end up getting Bradley Beal. He basically goes on to say that Bradley Beal has this whole no trade clause thing going on, and he would be able to control wherever he wanted to go if he were to demand a trade. With Bradley Beal controlling the Wizards like puppets in this scenario, he assumes that the Wizards would be forced to take a much lesser package for Bradley Beal, like Russell Westbrook and maybe a few picks or something like that. He also talks about how Beal's contract is massive and how the Lakers could be doing the Wizards a favor by taking it on. Honestly, I see where this executive is coming from, but there are a few fatal flaws with their thought process. Now, to add to the Bradley Beal hype just for fun, November 10th, Chris Haynes would report that the Lakers are in fact interested in Beal. Quote, a star player whom the Lakers are known to covet is Washington Wizards shooting guard Bradley Beal. Going after the 10-year veteran would only be an option if Beal were to request a trade, a tactic that he's been reluctant to exercise. It's worth noting that this wouldn't be the first time that the Lakers have had a reported interest in Beal. As highlighted by the Silver Screen and Roll, this past summer, Kevin O'Connor of The Ringer reported that the team was trying to turn Russ and 2 picks into Beal, while in 2021, Woj would report that the Lakers would love to trade for Beal, and back in the summer of 2020, the Lakers were linked to Bradley Beal by Shams of The Athletic before trading for Anthony Davis. Apparently, Beal was this team's backup plan. Mind you that this offseason, Beal would sign a Supermax extension worth up to $251 million over the course of 5 years. What was a bit different about this extension in particular is that it included an explicit no-trade clause. At this time, there are actually no other no-trade clauses in the NBA, and according to Bullets Fever, there have only been 10 in NBA history. Just like I said in my last 76ers video, I'm just not sure that trading for another star will get this team where it wants to go. Assuming that the Lakers would be unwilling to trade Anthony Davis, outside of Westbrook, who's probably gone after this season, and a few first-round picks, the Lakers don't have much to lay the framework for a Bradley Beal deal. Also, what's largely being ignored is that I'm pretty sure Bradley Beal couldn't get traded this season, even if he wanted to. But you know what? Let's play ball. I get that Beal's deal is nasty, but is it actually that? Oh man. Alright, looking at his contract, this thing could actually reach close to $60 million if he opts in the 2026-2027 season. Guys, how many players can you think of that are worth $57 million in a season right now? Okay guys, let's go ahead and try that again. Is his contract really so nasty to where a team would be doing the Wizards a solid by trading for him? You know what? Let's skip that question because it really is pretty bad. And there are just way too many variables in play. I think it's pretty funny that I got hate for questioning the contract the moment that it was signed. Even if Beal were to demand a trade to LA in the future and only LA while threatening to waive his no trade clause if other discussions took place, it's really hard for me to see a move like this happening for both sides. Surely the Lakers have learned their lesson when it comes to trading for contracts that make building a team borderline impossible for outside of the league's best GMs. And surely the Wizards have no desire to tear things down. For whatever reason, this team has refused to commit to a full rebuild. Now, Wizards fans, don't think that I'm hating on your team or anything. I do like your young players, especially Rui and Denny. As a matter of fact, I actually wish that Rui was able to play more. Guys, I have a video on the Wizards coming out very soon. What sucks about all of this Beal speculation and talk and even low-key slander is that I like Beal. His contract, that's just another story, but I guess it comes with the territory. When Beal signed that contract this offseason, Beal and the Wizards laughed about how people would still speculate about his future. And well, it's safe to say that that hasn't stopped, and I'm even guilty of it too. Here's to hoping that that Beal contract doesn't continue to prove me right about Supermaxes. Supermaxes are just the gift that keeps on giving. And when I say keeps on giving, I mean like it keeps giving teams contracts that are undesirable. Now, during the crossover NBA show with Beck would also highlight the fact that the Lakers wouldn't be doing the Pacers deal that included both Buddy Hield and Miles Turner. Now, while I'm just going off of my personal opinion, I can still see these players getting traded. As a matter of fact, why I actually brought this topic up is because of the pure speculation that started because of this picture of Rob Polinka getting ready to travel to Indy. Shortly after this picture started making its rounds through the net, Buddy Hield would tweet out "Ayo" with 2 eye emojis. When I saw this, I was like, I'm just going to wait to see how this plays out. I've seen too many cryptic tweets not amount to anything. And well, surely enough, apparently Polinka was just in town doing some scouting at the Champions Classic. Then again, maybe that was just the perfect cover-up. Regardless, it seems like the Lakers may have to make a decision soon if they haven't already, because when it comes to Miles Turner, they've got some new competition. According to Eric Pincus, the Clippers have discussed the possibility of trading for him. Guys, let me know what you think of everything down in the comments below. Clicking the video on the screen right now is a great way to support my channel. I'm GetLikeCoop, bringing you guys the scoop until our next upload.